Alright, Mzansi. Settle in, because today, we are peeling back the layers on a story that hits closer to home than you think. Forget the headlines about fluctuating rand, forget the endless debates on interest rates, this is about your weekly grocery bill. It's about the job of your neighbor, your cousin, maybe even your own future. What if I told you that one of South Africa's most iconic retail giants, a company woven into the fabric of our daily lives, is under what can only be described as a full-blown siege? A battle brewing that could redefine the very meaning of value in your shopping basket, and the security of thousands of livelihoods across our nation. Yes, I'm talking about Pick n Pay, and the storm gathering around its audacious new plan to stay afloat in these turbulent economic waters. The question is, who pays the price for efficiency in Mzansi, and is your wallet, your job, about to feel the squeeze like never before? Now, let's assess the gravity of this situation. Pick n Pay isn't just another supermarket chain, it's an institution. For decades, it's been a cornerstone of South African retail, employing tens of thousands, providing food and essentials to millions, and contributing significantly to our economy. When a company of this magnitude, with its yellow and green footprint sprawled across almost every major town and city, from Polokwane to Kebra, faces what the daily investor so aptly calls being under siege, we sit up and pay attention. This isn't some distant Wall Street drama, my friends. This is happening right here, on our soil, impacting our people. We're talking about a company that's a bellwether for consumer confidence, a vital employer, and a benchmark for the retail sector. Its stability, its strategy, its very survival, are directly linked to the broader economic health of our nation. A crisis at Pick n Pay isn't just bad news for shareholders, it's a ripple effect that touches everything from the small-scale farmer supplying their produce, to the taxi driver dropping off staff, to you, the consumer, staring at the price tag of a loaf of bread. The scale of this isn't just about one business, it's about the thousands of families whose livelihoods depend on its operations, and the millions who rely on it for their daily needs. This isn't just a business problem, it's a Mzansi problem, a direct challenge to our collective economic resilience. The stakes, as you can already tell, are sky high. But here's where it gets truly fascinating, and deeply personal for so many of us. To truly grasp the essence of this unfolding drama, we need to isolate the core of the conflict. On one side, you have a retail giant, Pick n Pay, facing brutal economic realities, persistent load shedding driving up costs, escalating fuel prices, a struggling consumer base with dwindling disposable income, and cutthroat competition. They're bleeding money, simple as that. So, they come up with a plan, a bold, some might say desperate, strategy to improve their operational efficiency and service levels. Sounds good on paper, right? Who doesn't want better service and a more efficient business? But here's the kicker, the element that makes this a powder keg, the impact of this plan, particularly on the thousands of dedicated, hard-working South Africans who show up every day to keep those stores running. This isn't just about algorithms and balance sheets, it's about people, about families, about the dignity of labor. The victim in this evolving narrative, for many, is the ordinary Pick n Pay employee, or potentially the consumer who might see changes in their shopping experience, or even the perception of the brand itself. And this is precisely where COSATU, through its parliamentary coordinator, Matthew Parks, enters the fray, swinging a mighty hammer of critique. He hasn't just commented on the plan, he's slated it, a strong word reserved for severe disapproval. This isn't a simple disagreement, it's a direct confrontation, pitting corporate necessity against worker protection, and that, my friends, is a battleground we've seen before in Mzansi, and it's almost always messy. So, what exactly is the how behind this brewing storm? What are the mechanics that have driven Pick n Pay to this point, and what precisely has COSATU's Matthew Parks so agitated? From the summary, we know Pick n Pay's new plan is geared towards improving operational efficiency and service levels. Now, in the harsh world of retail, especially when profitability is under severe pressure, operational efficiency often translates into a few key strategies. Think about it, streamlining supply chains, optimizing inventory management, investing in technology to reduce manual labor, and yes, unfortunately, sometimes, workforce restructuring. It could mean fewer staff on the floor, multi-skilling existing employees, or even exploring more flexible labor models. The goal, from a business perspective, is to reduce costs, enhance productivity, and ultimately, improve the bottom line to ensure the company's long-term survival. After all, a business that isn't profitable can't employ anyone. They might be looking at everything from smart shelving systems to better checkout processes, or even a complete overhaul of their store management structure. But for COSATU, and specifically Matthew Parks, these efficiency plans often come with a dark side, the potential for job losses, the erosion of worker benefits, or increased pressure on existing staff without commensurate rewards. Their role, as a parliamentary coordinator, is to champion the rights and interests of workers. So, when a major employer like Pick n Pay announces a plan that could fundamentally alter the working conditions or employment numbers of its vast workforce, COSATU views it with deep suspicion. Parks' slating of the plan suggests a strong belief that these measures might disproportionately harm workers, perhaps by increasing precarious employment, cutting corners on labor rights, or even laying off staff under the guise of efficiency. It's a classic tension, the company's imperative to survive and thrive versus the union's imperative to protect its members. The mechanics here are not just about business strategy, they are about the socio-economic implications of that strategy on real South Africans, and COSATU is making it clear they will not stand by idly. Now, let's build on this. The tension here isn't just confined to Pick n Pay or COSATU. This isn't an isolated incident, Mzansi. This is a microcosm, a potent symbol, of a much larger national dilemma facing nearly every business in our country. How do you remain competitive, profitable, and sustainable in an economy battered by load shedding, rampant inflation, logistical nightmares, and a consumer base that's barely scraping by? Every single CEO, every single business owner, from the smallest sponsor shop to the largest JSE-listed entity, is grappling with this exact question. They have to find ways to be more efficient. They have to cut costs. But at what cost to the human capital, the very people who power our economy? COSATU's vocal opposition, led by Matthew Parks, amplifies this universal challenge. It raises the stakes significantly, not just for Pick n Pay, but for the entire private sector. If a major player like Pick n Pay is seen to be steamrolling over worker concerns in the name of efficiency, what precedent does that set for other companies looking to implement similar, cost-cutting measures? This isn't just about Pick n Pay versus COSATU, it's about the broader social compact between labor and capital in South Africa. It's about how we balance the desperate need for economic growth and business sustainability with the equally desperate need for job security and fair labor practices. The siege isn't just on Pick n Pay, it's on our economic principles, our social harmony, and the very future of how businesses operate and interact with their workforce in Mzansi. Will this spark wider labor unrest? Will other unions take a page from COSATU's playbook? The ripple effects here could be monumental, potentially reshaping the landscape of industrial relations across the nation. This isn't just news, it's a warning shot fired across the bow of corporate South Africa. So, what's the big reveal, the direct conclusion we can draw from this unfolding drama? Here it is, Mzansi, Pick n Pay's siege isn't just a corporate battle, it's a stark reflection of the existential choices facing our entire economy. The relentless pursuit of operational efficiency by businesses like Pick n Pay is, in many ways, a necessary evil born out of harsh economic realities. If our companies aren't efficient, if they can't compete, they simply won't survive. And when they don't survive, jobs are lost, families suffer, and the economy contracts even further. However, COSATU's fierce opposition, championed by Matthew Parks, serves as a critical counterbalance, a vital reminder that efficiency cannot come at the expense of human dignity, fair labor practices, and the livelihoods of ordinary South Africans. The true reveal here is the deepening chasm between the cold, hard logic of business economics and the very human need for stability and security in an increasingly precarious world. As consumers, as employees, as citizens of this beautiful, complicated nation, we are caught in the crossfire. Will Pick n Pay find a way to navigate this siege that ensures its survival without alienating its workforce and sparking widespread labor unrest? Or will this become another painful example of where Mzansi businesses struggle to balance the books with the human cost? Your shopping choices, your understanding of these dynamics, your engagement with these conversations, they all matter. Because ultimately, the future of Pick n Pay, and indeed, the future of our Mzansi Matrix, is being shaped by these very tensions, right now. And trust me, the outcome will touch every single one of us, one way or another. Stay sharp, Mzansi. This story is far from over.